All right, it's December 27th and I'm starting all of the paint treatment. And what I did was I started with a taupe underneath, and it's pretty high textured paint, so it gave it a bit of a texture. Then I added almost a camouflage tan color over the top of that, and then a yellow over the top of that. Again, it's really high textured. I will come over with the white above it, and then I'm gonna sand to reveal just a touch of that texture and the colors underneath to get it to match the cabinets, the cabinet doors that I've already done. So that is what I'm doing right now. I'm in process. Cory is still dismantling the back of the trailer, and we're working on some of the electrical and pipe stuff.
And plumbing and structure, everything all at once. Just kind of, it's a mess.
But
you can't do any one thing, you know, it can't just be all plumbing or all electrical, because we're just kind of sweeping through. Yeah, this is getting all the way torn down here because that fiberglass sheeting was separating from the back, so all of this glue-on is falling apart. Back behind the wall, we had to tear out the fiberboard, the foam, put back in here, and then we'll just slowly build all that back too.
Just like we did the front.
Yeah.
It's a process.
Yeah.
We're almost 3.5 months in now.
Yeah, between other things and projects and work and holidays.
Yeah, but it's not too bad.
Moving forward.
And we're not putting in long days. We're just kind of approaching it like a hobby and moving forward with it, and hopefully we'll have it completed before Lupa gets too old to enjoy it. I told Cory, I said, I'm gonna like having it just out here as my own little hamlet. I'll come out and play like I'm camping when we're not camping.
Your hamlet, what about mine?
Sorry.
We need to go get another one then.
I guess because we would really have room for that. Dear Lord, you cannot imagine the mess. The mess is just horrible. I am so embarrassed.
It's pretty overwhelming.
It is. But
it's fun. Somewhat. At times.
I'm giving him the evil eye.
I know. I'm trying to be positive.
You're doing good. Yeah. No, we do have fun with it, even though it's kind of crazy. That's what we do. We're crazy. Yep, bye. Okay, we're December 28th, and I have gotten the new walls in the front of the camper theme painted and clear coated. The whole idea is that they are going to be the same color as our cabinet doors and our cabinets, hoping to make this space feel a lot bigger. The white just seems to open things up and make it feel a bit airier. We're trying to do everything we can because I have been in other trailers and I feel a bit claustrophobic. If we're going to spend a lot of time in this thing, I want it to feel airy and spacious. December 28th, Cory?
Yep. Still moving forward, maybe.
It looks like you've started to reorganize some of the pipes.
Trying to just cut the pipes. I don't want to move the hot water heater. It's kind of all sealed in. It's holding pressure. It seems to be good. I still have to run diagnostic checks and things on it, but for the most part, I don't want to touch it for right now.
It's got an access door already cut through the fiberglass on the outside, so you just don't want to really change too much of that.
Unless we really have to, because they're pretty expensive if we have to replace it anyway.
Right.
I'm sealing up everything around the frame,
wheel wells.
Wheel well area. Did some epoxy on this here so I didn't have to replace all of that. These are our structural tie downs to the trailer bed. There was one over here that I had to redo, and so that's all sealed up. Slowly moving up this way and slowly tearing apart all of the electrical because there was rats that were chewing through a lot of it over here. So all that needs to be redone, probably rerouted, and I'll reroute it underneath instead of routing it all the way through the back because it just doesn't need to be here.
And they've been working on the roof as well because this was another horrible area.
So this is putting in a piece of metal. So whenever you have a wall or a bed, there's actually metal flat pieces that have been embedded in the walls. So you have something structural to screw to.
Because otherwise it's just foam and Luan,
yeah.
And then fiberglass on the outside.
It'll just all rip out. So.
And you don't want to be on a bunk bed and it rip out.
Or be in the shower and your wall comes down.
At the same time, we're kind of running ideas in our heads of different things, like some of the change-ups around this area to give us more counter space, but also still give us plenty of storage. There was a weird wardrobe that sat over here that had a bar across it to hang stuff in. And it's like, if we're camping, nothing is getting hung up, you know? I mean, seriously. We're hoping to take the cabinets from the front all along this wall, upper cabinets, and then you've got your couch, then you come in and you've got your sink and stove, and then there'll be a short countertop that we can put a coffee pot, and then a couple of support beams here to make sure that everything's supported well, and then a small countertop with the bathroom sink. The division will be a couple of columns here, but that will allow light to pass through and hopefully again make this space feel less cave-like.
Just opening up the area. It's giving us dual sinks, so more access to your sink area and a little more privacy for the bathroom. For your inverter, if we end up doing an inverter in solar, which is what we want to do at some time, and where all of that needs to go in conjunction with the power distribution panel, and then how that interfaces with the shore power and how that transformer switch works from going from shore power to the inverter power if we're running battery and the solar. So planning for the future and trying to figure out exactly where
that needs to go
now, so I can easily upgrade and add on without having to rip out cabinets and everything else.
Yeah, I like that. So a few changes here and there. The full bed that was here, we're going to make into two bunks, and then a little side table in the corner there, kind of so that we have access to the outer space, that doesn't sound right, to the exterior. All of that will be under our bed and the side table.
Because what was here before was a full or double bed of sorts, but it wasn't really a true full bed because the corner of it was kind of dissected off. So what all this area is going to look like she says, it's going to be a bunk bed, and then for this area we'll probably have a stand that comes out just so we do have some storage area that goes to the outside, and then maybe even have a pass-through to where we could
longer stuff.
Yeah. Whether it might be
fishing poles or
surfboards or kayaks or
whatever will fit through the door at least. Yeah, so I think it's going good, right?
I think so.
I'm less overwhelmed than I was in the beginning.
Good.
You?
I don't know.
Don't say that right now. We have to support one another. If one of us
can't handle the stress.
Always an adventure.
Always an adventure.
That's so sad.